Every Tuesday is a market day at Ololaimutia Market in Narok West, bringing together traders from different areas including Tanzania, which is about a 1-hour drive from here. We learned that in this market, barter trade still takes place, with buyers exchanging cows and sheep.
Ila amechukua kondoo zinaenda kufuga kama ni ile kike na ngoja isae na zile ya kiume bado inaenda ikue kubwa anauza tena.
However, exchange of cows for goats is not allowed as per the Maasai culture.
Kwa sababu ile kelele ya mbuzi mtu anaamingi haitalete baraka kwa ile familia.
Our mission here was to focus on how the town gets polluted after the market day. The following day, we find these women from the nearby Manyata busy picking plastic bottles. They pick bottles with good shape and lids. Livestock eats all manner of waste here.
Nilianza hii kazi mwaka 2 ya kuokota hizi machupa. Tunaendanga kuweka mchanga. Tunapeleka kwa hii kambi ya iso.
After picking the bottles, the women move to a nearby stream to fill the bottles with sand. Both young and the old, they work hard to make a living.
Chupa moja inatulipia shilingi 2, hii ndogo. Kubwa anatulipia shilingi 5.
The women tells me that sometimes they spend up to 12 hours here doing this. At times they task their daughters to bring them lunch so as to save on time. After they fill the bottles with sand, they move them to this camp where they sell them. Each is paid according to the number of bottles they deliver.
Mimi kuna siku nimefanya hii kazi nikapata 5,000. Niliokota hii ndoko chupa 400. Kubwa nikaokota 600. Nikaona hiyo kazi imenipeleka mbele kidogo, imenisaidia kwa watoto wangu, nimelipia school fees, nikanunulia nayo nguo.
This project has given these women a chance to make a living during these tough economic times.
Laka kidogo anachukua 1,000, 2,000.
This mountain of bottles is a clear indication that there is a serious problem with plastic bottles in our environment.
Tukajenga nyumba moja na product zao. Sasa hii tukakuta tunatumia hizi 5,300.
5,500.
Katikati tunaficha glasses 2,500. Hizi zingine zimekanyagwa, zimedeform, machupa za chuma. Hizo tunaweza ficha as many tutapata.
Isaac Mara, commonly known as Izo here, decided to do something about it.
Itakaa kuliko nyumba ya mawe. Kwa sababu kumbuka ndio plastic ioze inahitaji conditions.
But what made Mara to go this way?
Branching off from my previous career as a biomedical engineer, I decided to become a guide so that I can take my clients, or if you like volunteers, to have a raw experience that really is natural. And that's when I saw some lions playing with plastic bottles deep inside the reserve, the Maasai Mara reserve. And as a guide, and a responsible guide, it really touched me, and I wanted to do something about it.
Vincent Olwatch has been constructing these cabins with the bottles, and he says this technology requires keenness to ensure that the wall is straight and strong.
Nimejenga nyumba hii ni ya 5. Hii ni ya 5. Kwa sababu hii nyumba iwezi pata na crack kwa kuta.
In a bid to clear as much waste as possible from the environment, Mara also uses glass bottles to construct.
Tunaona ndio tunaficha huku katikati. Lakini lazima hakikisha amejaribu simiti ingia hapo ndani. Hii anaenda levels pole kwa sababu kitu ya kwanza ni ati plastiki inakuwa ni slippery. sio kama jiwe.
Glass bottles are strewn all over Ololoimutia market, forming a river of glass bottles. The glass bottles are fast recycled to make glasses, which are used at the camp for drinks. Apart from using plastic bottles, soft drink tins, which are also an eyesore to the environment, are crushed and used to construct the wall.
2022, when the former president, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, actually assented to the Sustainable Waste Management Act, which then makes it mandatory for manufacturers to collect their packaging and recycle it.
More than 1 million single-use plastic bottles are used in Kenya every week, and only 30% gets recycled.
The recovery, bringing that material back to Nairobi where the recycling plants are, has proven to be very difficult. One, we have, of course, the cess, the inter-county tariffs that they charge to collectors, which then makes the movement of those goods very expensive. So a lot of collectors, they choose not to move that material because then they have to pay these additional costs.
One unit takes a month to construct, since it requires a lot of skills to construct.
Think together and decide whenever we are doing a government project, let's build with the trash around us. I mean, think about what you saw coming into Maasai Mara. The flowers of papers everywhere.
Yes.
It's disgusting.
This camp is made of plastic bottles, glass and tins.
Society needs to do something about single-use plastic. The nature will not take care of itself. We are responsible.
Lack of proper waste management in these towns threatens the existence of Mara Game Reserve, according to Maura, especially during the high tourist season as it is now.
Look at all of that plastic.
Having the law is good because then we are able to engage government to give us some rebates, so that then people are able to move material, or we are able to set up some infrastructure in those areas.
Much needs to be done to get rid of waste from these towns bordering the Maasai Mara Game Reserve, given its status globally. Dan Kaburu, K24, Mara West, in Narok County.